What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. It's Haize. I'm joined by them cognac boys, C-Dubb and Bobby's in the building.
What's up? What's up? What's
What
up?
up, y'all?
We're gonna be talking about some news that the front office is high on Montgomery, which they should be. Then we'll also get into some speculation on what this front office may and how they may see Justin Fields. We'll get into it all right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
So, fellas, I brought up an interesting this conversation piece, and the reason why I brought this up is that I was watching ESPN and I heard them say that, maybe the front office may not be as high on Justin Fields as the former front office. So I figured it may be a good talking point to have. Like with this offseason being what it is, with Ryan Poles not spending a lot of money, improving the team, trying to improve that O-line, do you think that there is a chance that Poles and the new regime may see Justin Fields as somebody who may have potential, but maybe they don't want to bet all that on Justin Fields developing right? Maybe they're not as high on him as even some Bears fans are. Now, I know this may be top. I can't wait to see the comments on this one because me just saying that, I'm sure there's people typing away they heart outs right now. I'm not saying that we don't. I believe in Justin Fields. I'm just saying, what if this front office is really using this as these next couple of years as a prove it for Justin Fields as well? What do you guys think about that?
First off, I would like to think that they would have faith in Justin Fields. They see the tape, even though the tape is not all good. He was on his back a lot last season. But if I want to speak hypothetically, it's fair for them because this is a new thing for them. It's fair for them and get their people they choose, they handpick, and play the way that they want to play into this organization. If Justin Fields isn't it, then you got to go another route. But I think Justin Fields is definitely, he got the talent. He got the talent.
Yeah.
To be that person, but I don't know.
And they got Matt Nagy's ass up out of there. That's the key thing. That's the key thing. That's the key thing. Well, Bobby, what do you think?
I think it's pretty good because, like I said, man, we don't want to hear what you got to say. We need to see stuff. You need to produce. NFL is a production league, so we need to see what you can do while you on the field. It's good that we seeing you posting up workout videos, meeting with Darnell Mooney a couple times during the offseason. That's all good and pretty, but can you put this stuff together on the field? Because we've seen him make plays with his legs and seen him make some really good throws with his arm. So it's just all about, man, he got to go out there and actually do it. He got to progress because we already knew that the last regime, they didn't even dial up a damn playbook for the boy, and they really, really hurt him. So we'll see what this offensive staff do for him, and we'll see how he responds to it.
Exactly. And I mean, they have said too that Luke Getsy, they do think he's like the perfect one to help Justin Fields in his development. So I'm not saying that they're not invested in their development, but with new regimes that they come in, we see it in sports all the time. When you inherit some players, sometimes you look at them and say, hey, listen, if you're not where I need you to be soon, you may be up out of here. But Justin Fields has all the talent. And if they keep improving this team, we'll see what they do in this season. We still haven't gotten any type of replacement for Bates or anything like that. But I do think that Poles is going to give Fields every opportunity. And this coaching staff, too, it sounds like they give every opportunity. I just wonder at any point is that, how long is that leash now? Like, whereas the last regime, if they had stayed in power, I think they would have he would have got just as long as fucking Cutler. But I do think that with a better improved coaching for one, a better line, some better weapons. We'll see what they do to get him better weapons. I don't worry about Justin Fields working out for that. That may come back to bite me in my ass, but I'm no longer worried about Justin Fields at all when it comes to this year.
Didn't the kid play at two different colleges, two D1 colleges, correct? So he's used to changing regimes and things. I think he's a pretty smart kid, tough kid. I think he can adjust to any coaching style. I think he could.
Definitely.
Yeah, and like, man, just for an example before we move on, like if y'all looked at that week 9 game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, he performed like well with all the adversity, fumbles on the special teams, and was able to at least put his team in the lead and gave them a chance at the end of that game. But ultimately, they did lose to a field goal. But he showed poise, using his legs and making some big clutch throws down the field. So he has it. He just got to prove it.
And Fields he just turned 23 this month. Listen, you don't give up. Like Fields he's going to have every opportunity to succeed. Now, it's just that I hope that this regime is better at continually improving the team, and I hope this coaching staff is better at drawing up a game plan for him. I would not be surprised at all if I'll give it midway through the season, by week 8, we're like, oh no, this Fields guy, he's everything that he was cracked up to be. Now, that doesn't mean the team's necessarily going to win because it's outside of just him. But looking at him, if this is a season to evaluate what Justin Fields can be as your franchise quarterback, I think we're going to walk away from this season knowing, hey, our quarterback is at least taken care of. Let's figure everything else out.
And he got to deal with the runaround that Andy Dalton going to start before. So
let's get that over. I'm so glad he signed somewhere else. One other player that doesn't seem like they have to worry about their future with this regime is David Montgomery. I sent you guys the article. It seems like they believe in this guy, right?
Absolutely.
They believe
the way they talking,
guy.
yeah, absolutely.
And the fact that in 2019 he led in forced missed tackles, right? Listen, that boy is a tank.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And so, like, when you look at Montgomery, especially when you pair that with the fact that you have a quarterback that's developing, having a solid and dependable run game makes everything not only easier for the quarterback, but it makes it easier for the offense, because if you get into those short yardage situations, and we need 3 yards, you can trust Montgomery damn near every time to get that if he has the proper back.
Man, David Montgomery, I'm really expecting a big year from David Montgomery. Mm-hmm. He would have eclipsed that 1,000-yard mark if he wouldn't got injured for those games last season. Mm-hmm. This guy is going to really take off this season. I think they're going to be more focused on the run game. That's why the coach is more enthused about this guy. He says he's mean. He's mean. Okay. He said he goes by example. He doesn't really say a lot. I like those. You got to watch those silent ones, because all they do is show action. Hey, Marshawn Lynch. Yeah. He didn't really, when he was young in his career, he really talk. He about that action.
I love people who could just show up and they play football, they do their job, they love the game, and then when they not playing football, they do what's required. Like, they'll do his little post-game interviews, but you don't have to worry about no controversy from David Montgomery. You ain't got to worry about him causing no drama. All you got to worry about is, hey, can he stay healthy? But on top of that, how many yards is he going to get us? Because he's going to get us some.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Definitely. And I think it's just good, man, because they study using the words like mean, feisty, aggressive, in the trenches. So you definitely want to continue to hit that stuff, but you definitely want to see them put people in there that live up to those words that they constantly pushing after. So I love to see it. I love David Montgomery. It's good that he got a good person behind him in Khalil Herbert, but we just got to see what else come up after that, because they still talking about they want one more because they said they want to be able to come in and change the tempo of each game. So that's what we're going to have to deal with.
Can I ask y'all a question? Do y'all think that David Montgomery right now is the second best running back in our division?
In the division? Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. In the North. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's the best in the North.
You say he's the best, number one in the
second best in the North.
Second best, okay.
He has the chance to be the best in the North.
Definitely. Yeah,
he's only 24 years old. The fact that our starting quarterback is 23 and we have a stud and running back at 20. Listen, this offense, man. They still need to tighten up some things. But I would say he's the second best. I could say that.
Yeah, that guy in Minnesota, we'll give him that. Yeah. But the Lions and the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Jones, I don't really know, no good. And the guy in Detroit, we don't even know him. I like him, but I don't think he's good as David Montgomery.
But then you got a Dalvin Cook too in Minnesota. He's pretty good.
That's what I said. He's the best. He's the best in the North.
We're giving him the best in the North.
He's the best in the North. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. All right. So what type of looking at everything that's happened with this team? Looks like we do got an update. They're signing Dane Cruikshank. Did you guys see that?
No,
they signed a safety.
Dang,
I gotta look that up.
This literally just went down an hour ago. So we got breaking news. The Chicago Bears have signed Tennessee Titans safety Dane Cruikshank. I don't Cruikshank. I don't know how to pronounce these again. Another Ryan Poles with these names, man.
He doing
I
it
don't
on
know.
purpose.
He must be just drawing to those people for real.
He got a 1 year deal, only $1 million fully guaranteed.
Not surprised by the money.
Oh yeah, not surprised by the money at all. That's wild.
Not
Well, look,
surprised.
we got to break some news. That's okay. All right, Bears. I see you.
Okay, I got to do some
Again,
research
but
on the
listen,
guy.
again, like Ryan Poles is literally taking people that is like, hey man, listen. But you know what? And the fact is, and, as much as we said that about Justin Fields, Ryan Poles is very much giving people prove it deals, right? Like saying, hey, you've showed some things, right? You've shown some flashes. We're giving you these 2 1-year deals, and if you can prove it, we got some money for you, but we need you to prove it. And you know what? I'm not totally mad at that.
Hey, you know what? That's actually pretty interesting, and I love that.
Yeah.
Like most people, they got that name coming out of college. They got that name coming from a different team. They expect to get what's coming to them, but they don't show no action in their new team. So I like that if he's really doing that. That'd be a great way to go about doing business in the front
Because I'll tell
office.
you, if any one of these signings does hit and grow the way that it seems like polls think that they may, man, like he could get they could have a player that is literally getting paid less than they're probably deserve and worth, but you're getting great production out of them while you're still wondering and taking a look at what you do have in Justin Fields. Listen, Ryan Poles, like I said, if anybody who just wants to see the flashing signings, I know that they're pissed off by this, but we may get better football on the field because of the signings that he made.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
And it's looking like he's just gonna be a person to add to the depth chart. Former 5th round pick, just 4 starts last year. So we don't know if the man might make his way up to the starter thing, but it's still good because, like, you know what I'm saying, just like you said, it's on the bargain. So I'm happy for it. And to the idiots who out there talking about you don't like what Ryan Poles doing or fire him, y'all want Matt Nagy back? We can call him.
They gonna say that until I'm telling you. I feel so good about this Pringle signing. I think people who are doubting Poles when they see Pringle, especially considering what we may do with wide receiver in the draft, when they see Pringle do some things, I need all those people who are upset at this offseason, I need them to line up. Because even if it's just Pringle that hits, considering the money that they have spent on everybody, which isn't much, I think that makes this whole offseason worth it. If you get Pringle and he pops off for this team, it makes it all worth it.
You enthused with Pringle, big guy?
I really am, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really
he looking real good, man. He looking real good from the film.
It may just because the way that he talks, right? In every interview that I've read from him, any video I've seen from him, he's excited to be here. But how he talks about what he wants to do on the field, even the way he talks about Justin Fields and how he can work with Justin Fields, I really do think that this guy's going to have a really big season for us.
Okay.
That's pretty good. I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
So Tyrann Mathieu, he said that he feel like the Bears are too much of in a rebuild for his services. So it's very likely that he won't be coming here. How do you guys feel about that when y'all hear that?
Okay, I'm straight on you anyway.
Listen, if you don't nobody, I mean, that's the thing. Like, and it may be a ploy to try to get some more money, but I mean, honestly, we aren't too far in the rebuild. Like, just being real, we aren't. Like, just being real. But if you don't want to be here, all right, we don't want you here. We want
he act like he Ronnie Lott. He not Ronnie Lott.
Exactly.
Get out of here. He Ed Reed. Get out of here, fool.
Yeah. Just want to.
He's a good player, but damn, calm down, my buddy.
He's good, but he ain't that, right? Like it's like
he's not that. Like Eddie Jackson better than him.
You don't have the damn coof, as the old people would say, to talk about the team. To take it back. Yeah, but what about you guys, man? Anything left?
I heard a story, guys, about my guy in Memphis. Remember, I was telling y'all about a splash player that we should draft. Remember that wide receiver in Memphis? He had a timing. Well, they took the timing off, but if you slow it down, he ran a 4.02. 40. But it's not official because they got it like a 4.34 4.3 or 4.4 or something. This guy's gonna scorch. They better pick that little kid up in Memphis, dude. I'm telling you, Bears, go snatch him.
My boy trying to get a Tyreek Hill 2.0.
Yes.
That's funny. That's funny.
For sure.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I trust that this is this offseason is going to be better than some are expecting. I don't think the Bears have a chance to make the playoffs this year.
I believe they do.
Everything comes together.
Oh,
I
man,
believe
I'm gonna
they
be
do,
honest. I
man.
don't think so, big guy.
Hey,
Not
I'm gonna
this
wait.
year.
I'm gonna wait till after.
Yeah.
Listen, underrated. I'm not saying that they. I'm saying an underrated choice. Depending on if any other injuries happen, depending on how things shake out. I think the Bears can slip into the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
The
man.
NFC is kind of weak, bro.
Yeah.
Well, not kind of. It is. It's weak. Way weaker than.
Consider almost
what I'm
every
saying?
quarterback went to the AFC this year. So,
There you go.
Okay, let's just say that they stay with this team here, and we ain't even thinking about the draft and anything. What do you think a record would be for the Bears? What would you think they need to win? What their win-loss record would need to be to enter the playoffs?
9-7. As a wild card, 9-7.
Well, it'll be
9-8.
9-8.
Yeah.
9-8. Oh well.
Yeah, that's about it. So that's a pretty average team. I think that's.
You think
pretty
they could
good
get
for
9
I
wins?
think they can.
I
that's
think-
the thing. I'm not saying that yet. I'm just saying that depending on how things, we'll talk about it once the draft happens.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we get
yeah,
the exact schedule and things work out. We'll think. But I think that I'm not saying that I'm betting on them to get 9 wins. But there's definitely a possibility of it. There's
Okay.
definitely a possibility.
Definitely a possibility because I believe that Eberflus gonna have these boys playing hard, and you already know when you play hard, you got a chance. So
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm eager to see it. I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
You and me both, man. I'm gonna
We
dance.
need that.
If the Bears get into the playoffs, listen, I'm gonna be crazy. I
Oh,
hope so.
what?
I
What?
hope so.
I am a
That's crazy.
Chicago Bulls fan, favorite team ever. But when the Bears is winning, dude,
It's
I
something
think
special about it, right?
it's
Like
something
there's something
special-
special about the Bulls
different,
too.
dude.
But I think it's because there's less games, right? So and you
Yes.
have that week. You have a week between games. So hype builds with the Bulls, for example. The Bulls can win 2 games and then lose 3 games all in the same week. So you have
Yes.
this up and down in a week. The Bears, if they win a game, you get to ride that out for a whole week. Then if they win again in a row, you get to ride that. Then at that point, let's say they get 3 wins in a row. That's damn near a month of riding high.
man,
for
feeling
for
good.
the Bears fans. So it's a little bit different when it's football for
Yeah,
that reason, man.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But that's it from us for today. Unless you guys got anything else, man, go ahead and give me your social media. Let's get out of here. We just wanted to drop a quick episode for y'all.
Sound
All
quick.
right, so go ahead and follow the Cognac Boys on the Chicago Bulls Show with the Cognac Boys on YouTube. We post after every game with the post-game reactions. And we on all social media platforms and all places where you can find your podcast. There it is.
Tune in to Chicago Bears Central. I know y'all been subbing. We appreciate all the new subs. Hey, this is gonna be a big season, guys. This is gonna be
Yes,
a great
sir.
season.
Let's
We got
go.
some fun things planned for you guys this season. That's for absolute sure. But
Yes.
that's it. Make sure you're following us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. And if you want to leave a text or voicemail, you can do so 773-270-2799. That's it from us for today. Let's get up out of here. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.